Can local production, local content keep the viewers?
Yes, definitely yes. But actually, king is the content, whether locally produced or acquired. The difference, I would say, between locally produced content and the acquired content is that locally produced content, if it's well produced and if it's appealing for the audience, it can reach broader audience and it can get better viewership. But even if you have local content and if it's a wrong pick, if it's wrongly produced, it will be a flop.
Nova TV has a very good CV in terms of local content. Your numbers are extremely good. Is there a bigger secret behind it? Do you test it? Like, I don't know, if somebody tests something once, you do it 5 times? Or is it that people just love watching your channel no matter what you do and it's just, okay, it's good.
So besides having a crystal ball,
which you do, of course.
we also have very good people that understand business, that understand appeal of the audience, and actually I would say that knowledge of the people together with our experience and knowing our audience is the secret of our success. Of course, it's never a one-way street. Each time it's another challenge. But during this process we tested as much it can be tested, and luckily for us, so far more or less we were very successful.
It's still very, very risky. How come you don't do co-productions? Is it on purpose or it just happened? You said it on the panel that you are open to business opportunities.
We are open actually, and we have been discussing about it for many times. Especially you come into the temptation because domestic production is very expensive. And if you have a partner, okay, you can say, okay, I would produce it for half the money. So you are tempted to have such co-production. But on the other hand, each market is specific. Each market has its own stars, expectations, etc. And sometimes it's very difficult to put it all together for different territories and to have the product which can be appealing to each of the markets with results we require. We as a market leader, we need to be number one in everything we do. And for us, the chance to fail, we want to minimize it. Whenever we have been discussing about certain co-production, we came to the conclusion that it's more risky to go into co-production with all the downfall risks than to produce it ourselves. So far this was the conclusion of already a couple of times when we've been discussing about it, especially for the core products. So even if you have certain smaller project that you would put late prime time, we can afford to do that. But for our backbone programming, we have concluded that for the time being we will not do that.
As long as you have the money to pay for it by yourself, of course. It's a key thing. I have to ask you one more thing. How will your business plan, your programming will change now that you're not part of CME anymore?
Actually, our programming strategy was domestically derived. So actually our group didn't have anything to do with our programming strategy. Actually, CME is the company who is supporting local teams in a way that they have their own strategy and do their own business. And actually, this is also probably the part of success of CME and ourselves. So for us, we are okay without that. But we will see. I mean, I'm not commenting what will happen because transaction is not over yet. So, and the future will tell how it will look like. But regarding our programming strategy or doing our business, we are doing it locally with our people, with our management, so we have no problem.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.